Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is Pithia's Prophecy Tarot. It's a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. The way these readings work, the energy could always be flipped, okay? So you could resonate as the person in the reading, or this could be someone around you. And if there's multiple people, you could even appear as any one of those people, okay? So if it doesn't fit, please don't force it. Just check your other placements. Okay, Sag, let's get started. What is the message here for Sagittarius? What's the message for Sag? Oh, got fantasy. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, and let's get a couple of cards from here. What is the message for Sagittarius? Message for Sagittarius. Ooh. Mature woman. Okay, and one more. Distant horizons. Okay. Community. That's interesting. We've got belonging at the bottom of this deck. So, I don't know, Sag, it looks like someone maybe feels, with this fantasy air, there's an air of, you can even see that she's holding this house, right? It feels like someone wants to be a part of your family, or the dream of being in a serious connection with you, okay? It's a fantasy element. You're not with this person, but it's somebody who dreams about being with you, maybe, okay? With that belonging, they could feel that you belong together. Now, we've got this mature woman, okay? But it could just be a mature person. This could be you, and it doesn't have to mean that, this doesn't have to refer to age. It could even just be someone that they feel is wise, okay? Like mature, wise, a good partner. They fantasize about being in a relationship with you. With this distant horizons, it feels like someone you're not close to, yeah? Maybe they see you from a distance as well, like they feel you're quite far away. For some, this could just be emotional distance, okay? Because we do have a community, so I don't know, maybe this person's around you, but you're not close, okay? And because with that fantasy element, it feels like this is someone who from the outside is looking in and wanting to be a part of your life, okay? That's what it feels like, okay? So let's see, what's the message here for Sagittarius? What is the message for Sagittarius? What's the message? Oh, Four of Spears, yeah, jumped out. Okay, I'll take that. And the underlying energy is a Seven of Pentacles. Okay. We've got the Ace of Spears, Two of Swords, the Knight of Coins, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Six of Coins, the Emperor, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Coins, and the outcome is a Nine of Swords. Okay. Now with this Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, it feels like that fantasy element, right? Someone thinking about a relationship, a very serious connection. I feel this person is focused on a serious connection, it's almost, how those Bronte sisters wrote a lot of gothic romance things, right? It feels almost like that kind of an air, that this person could be a bit of a romantic, okay? And they see you together, like they think that you'd be great. Now with this Ace of Spears, it is a newer connection. It's not someone you're in touch with even, I think, okay? But this person's carrying a torch for you. With the Seven of Swords, it could be something that is concealed, right? Like maybe this person has never let you know that they are carrying this torch for you, okay? With this Knight of Coins, though, they mean business here, okay? This is someone who wants to offer you something tangible. Yeah, they're very serious, okay? And they want to offer you something tangible. With the Five of Swords in the past, I mean, this is someone who wasn't sure in the recent past about you, okay? They just weren't sure, but and maybe because they weren't sure, they covered up their feelings, or they could have acted disinterested because they weren't sure about this in the recent past. Now with this Two of Swords, as what's crossing. I think this person needs to get out of the realm of fantasy and take some kind of action. With the Two of Swords, it feels like they almost feel like they're blocked, right? Like they can't see a path forward, and which is why they are fantasizing and not actually doing anything. Okay. Now, in the near future, we've got the Six of Coins. Now, that's much more tangible energy. So, I think this person is going to try and come towards you. Okay, they are going to try and approach you. Um, there's going to be some kind of exchange here of conversation, feelings, ideas. I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't seem super emotional, but something. I think they're going to reach out and start talking to you. Okay. With the Emperor, see, this is the person. I think they're kind of old school. You know, with that Emily Bronte thing as well, I got that old school kind of energy. Like this is someone who is, yeah, old school. Okay. So when they get in a relationship, I think this person immediately thinks about partnership, living together, that kind of thing. Yeah. Now what's hidden is this Ace of Cups. So there is an opportunity here. Okay. If this person came forward, I think this could lead to something. Their hope and the fear here is the Ace of Coins. So, I mean, getting this off the ground, doing something tangible here, like, right now this person is all up in their head. They could even be an air sign. There's just a lot of thoughts, but they need to actually take some sort of tangible action here, okay? And I think that is what's giving this person pause. Like, they're not sure how to do this. With this Nine of Swords, it feels like, this person is just pretty stressed, okay? And I think covering up their feelings is also causing a lot of stress because this person really wants to be in a relationship with you, but they have been pretending like they don't. And that could be, causing some stress. Okay, it's interesting. Let's see. Sagittarius. Okay, why is the Seven of Coins here with the Four of Spears? Yeah, Seven of Shields. This person is determined to be in a relationship with you. Okay. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands. Why is that there? For Sag. Yeah, the Emperor. See, the Emperor. This person is the one who's plotting, okay, who has been carrying a torch for you. I'm getting a very old school energy, okay. This person could be a little older as well, okay, especially because we've got that mature woman. I think it just refers to the fact that this person sees you as a counterpart, right? And the Emperor is also typically matured, like they're not super young, right? Yeah, let's look at this Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords there? Nine of Love. Yeah, they really want this, but they're not sure how to go about getting it. Yeah. Let's look at the Knight of Coins. Oh, got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this person, see, they're very stressed. Okay, this person could even have some responsibilities, that they have to discharge. There's anxiety about this. They want to come towards you. They want to get something started. And there is a lot of anxiety here. Let's look at this Five of Swords. We've got Convenanza and the World of Truth, which is a star. So we've got Strength and the Star. This person, yeah, in the past they were conflicted. Okay, I think with this Convenanza and the Star, maybe in the past they needed to be absolutely sure that this is what they wanted and they weren't. Okay. We have the Five of Wisdom at the bottom of the deck, which is like the Five of Pentacles. So this person could have felt unsure. They didn't, with the Five of Wisdom, it almost feels like they didn't have the knowledge required, right? This person was not sure about you. Maybe they were not sure about themselves, and somehow they are sure now. Now let's look at the Seven of Swords. Maloramentum, which is justice. So I think this person has been concealing their feelings. They want to come towards you, right? You got the Ten of Love at the bottom of the deck. I mean, I think this person is thinking long term. This person is thinking very long term, okay? And I feel like when they approach you, they might even conceal the fact that they want something long term. That's what I feel like. They might approach you in a way that is casual, right? Very practical with the Six of Coins, but really this person wants something very long term. Okay, let's look at that Six of Coins. There's a Six of Coins there. Yeah, the Ace of Shields. See, this is how they're going to get started. I think this person is inspired to come towards you in some kind of very practical way. Okay, some kind of very practical approach. Maybe an offer to do something, or yeah, I don't know, something very practical. Okay, let's look at the Emperor. Ace of Wisdom. Yeah, this person knows that if they want to get this off the ground, they have to do something, they have to go for it, and they have to make this happen. Now let's look at the Ace of Cups. Lady Wisdom here, and this is the High Priestess energy. So the thing is that there are feelings here, okay, but they haven't been spoken about. They haven't been made public, and I think that's the thing. This person needs to get something going so that they need to make their feelings known, and maybe that's what's stressing them out. Like maybe they're not comfortable talking about their feelings. Yeah, let's look at the Ace of Coins. The Knight of Shields. See, they're hoping that they can do this, that they can come towards you and have a new beginning here. Okay, let's look at the Nine of Swords. Three of Swords. So I don't know, this person is worried about heartache. Okay, they could think that, Sag, you're going to hurt them. Okay, they could be worried about that. Like maybe this person's been hurt before, and because they're so set on you and they have this fantasy of a life with you, they could be worried that they're going to get their heart broken by coming towards you. Okay, like maybe you won't be interested. Let's clarify again. Why is the Seven of Coins there with the Four of Spears? We've got the Four of Swords. Yeah, this person's giving a lot of thought to this. They really want to get this off the ground. Let's look at the Ace of Spears. Where's the Ace of Spears there? Ooh. The Last Judgment reversed. See, this person is finding it very difficult to make a decision here, a major decision. And I think it's because with this Sun beneath the deck, this person has trouble being honest, being open with their feelings. Okay, I don't think this is someone who is comfortable revealing their feelings. Now let's look at the Two of Swords. Yeah, the Chariot, Ascension. So I think this person really wants to move towards this. They're just not sure how. They don't know how to accomplish this goal. Okay, so you're like the goal, but they don't know how to get there. Now let's look at the Knight of Coins. Nine of Wisdom. Yeah, I mean, this person, see, with this Knight of Coins energy, now that's almost like a team player, someone who does what's asked, right? This person may feel like other people are not going to support them in coming towards you. Okay, for some there's that element that this person thinks other people around them are not going to be happy if they approach you, and that's one of the reasons maybe they haven't come forward. Yeah, there's some sort of massive worry about coming under attack for doing this. Okay, now let's look at that Seven of Swords. That Death. So this person wants to transform your connection. They want to do what's right, and I'm getting a feeling that this person, because they're at a distance with the distant horizons, they're not someone who's in your life. You're not talking to them, right? With this High Priestess energy. This person, whoever was around you, your connection with this person is over. You're not in their life, or you're not around them. Okay. I think the fact that this person has never opened up, that they've never been vulnerable, has ended the connection. And that's something that they want to put right now. Let's look at the Six of Coins. There's a Six of Wisdom in that. Ace of Swords, yeah. See, they know, this person is very clear that in order to get this started, they're going to have to communicate. They can't get it going without some sort of communication. They know that. And so the communication is going to be in a very practical realm, okay? Could even just be some kind of chit chat, okay? Let's look at the Emperor. Squire of Swords. Yeah, they know that they have to come forward and speak up to have this new beginning. Okay, and let's look at the Ace of Cups. The Wheel of Life. Wow, that's the thing. I think this silence is changing. Okay, the wheel is turning. And it's almost like this wheel has been sitting there waiting for this person to come along and take a spin. It's just been sitting there, hidden, right? This opportunity is hidden, but it is there. And this person has been required to come forward and take a spin. Okay, so they have to do this. And I think what's hidden is that they will do it. Let's look at the Ace of Coins. Yeah, see, they want to come towards you and express their feelings. Now let's look at the Nine of Swords. Lord of Swords. I think this person is an overthinker with this Lord of Swords energy. Okay, it's air energy. If this person is not an air sign, they could have strong air placements. They're just prone to worry, to overthinking, and they are very worried about heartbreak. Okay, they're worried maybe that you will hurt them. This person's not comfortable, as I said, laying out their feelings. Okay, let's dig into this a little more. Why do they have this fantasy? Why is this fantasy there for Sag? Wow, Seven of Swords. See, you're a secret fantasy. Okay, something they haven't let on. They haven't let on to you. Yeah, with this Four of Cups, this person could have acted completely aloof, and uninterested. And the whole time they're sitting there and fantasizing. Okay, let's look at distant horizons. Why is that there? Yeah, the Magician reversed. I think they feel that they can't bridge this gap. Like, you seem very far away. You seem too far away from them, and they don't feel confident about manifesting this. Okay, now let's look at the Seven of Shields. There's a Seven of Shields there for Sag. Six of Swords. See, this person is very determined that they want to try to move towards you. Sag, with that distant horizons, you're too far away. They want to try to bridge the gap. I don't know if this person could be even physically at a distance, and they may actually need to move closer to you as well. So there could be a lot of obstacles standing in this person's way. Now let's look at the Emperor. Four of Cups. See, this person acted aloof, uninterested. The Last Judgment reversed. Yeah, that was a wrong call on their part. That's what I'm getting with this Last Judgment reversed. This old school attitude of acting aloof, maybe a little macho, a little aloof, not being vulnerable with the feelings. That was a bad move with that Last Judgment reverse. Let's look at the Last Judgment reverse. Two of Pentacles. It was a bad choice. Okay, they know that. They know that now, because you may have waited for this person. Like if they were a friend or something, you could have waited for them to open up. They didn't. And you may have just gotten tired and moved on, Let's look at Ascension. Yeah, the Sun. See, they know. They want to move towards you. It's very clear, okay? This person feels like you're their happiness. Yeah, it's something they greatly desire. Now let's look at the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, see, Judgment reversed. This person... maybe feels even that they will be judged by you, okay, that they'll come under attack, or that other people are going to judge them if it's not you. There's a lot of worry for how they're going to come across. Yeah, we've got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. It's this person, you know. Now let's look at the Convenenza, the Hanged Man. And let's look at the Star, the Hermit. Yeah, see, this person has gone within. They've had some chance. You know, the thing is, I think when your connection with this person ended, you moved out of their life, you moved on. They've had time to reflect here, okay? And where they were conflicted, they're now clear. They now know. It's like distance has made the heart fonder, and this person has realized, you know, with this Hanged Man energy, now they're determined to come after you to do this, okay? Earlier in the past, I don't think they were determined. Because they were conflicted. They weren't sure that this is what they wanted. Now let's look at Meloramentum. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants a long-term future with you. Okay. Let's look at Death. Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. See, this anxiety. They're very pulled towards you, but there's also a lot of anxiety and stress. With the Moon, I think this person has a lot of emotions that they keep hidden. A lot of stress, a lot of worry, and they keep all of that hidden. I don't think this person is comfortable talking about their feelings, okay? Maybe not with anyone. If they're very old school, they might not even be talking to their friends, you know? Yeah, but there's anxiety and there's a strong pull towards you. I think you're someone in their past now, okay? Let's look at the Squire of Swords. Seven of Wands. Yeah, they know that they have to speak up, okay? They're determined to do this, to go for this, so then they know they have to speak up. Okay, I think this person's got a tough time communicating. Maybe not with other people, but I think with you, because they're interested in you, they have a really hard time communicating. Let's look at Lady Wisdom. Why is Lady Wisdom there? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. See, the silence was because it wasn't the right time, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. It wasn't time then. And it's like this person had to, as I said, be separate from you, right, in order to realize what it is they wanted and to be willing to step up and take a chance here, okay? So it's like the wheel is waiting for them. And now it's time. It's time for this person. Okay, wow. So it almost feels fated, like this person is meant to come towards you. It is fated. Okay, let's look at the Three of Swords. Five of Swords. See, this is what's made this person very conflicted in the past, okay, that they don't want to get hurt. I mean, to be fair, nobody does, but this person is particularly prickly, I think, about that, okay, because they're coming across as an Emperor energy. They are old school, macho, but inside there's a lot of emotion, and this person is very worried that you might hurt them, okay? Now let's look at the Lord of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords. You know, the thinking about this, was I showing it to the mic? I meant to show it to the camera. They're thinking about this. They're thinking about the fact that you could hurt them. And I think with that, like I said, with that Lord of Swords, this person could be an air sign. And there's someone who does a lot of thinking. There's a lot of mental energy here. And with that Four of Swords as well, there's constant rumination. This is almost like that fantasy element, right? Lying down, thinking. This is someone who lives in their head a lot, okay? And I think that's the test for this person. They've got to be vulnerable. They've got to get out of their head and start taking action, speaking up. Yeah, that's what I've got there. Okay, so let's see. Let me get another card on the mature woman, which I think is you. Six of Wands. Yeah, I think it just refers to the fact that they see you very favorably, okay? They think you're very wise and you're the right partner. Like an emperor would want a partner that is on their level, right? An emperor is not going to want someone immature. Okay, so I think that's the thing. They see you in a very favorable light, and that you're the right person. Wow. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, is this person going to approach you? I think they will in time. When's that time? I don't know. I think the universe is nudging this person to come along and do something. Hopefully they will heed that call and reach out soon. Okay. So Sag, that's what I've got for you. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Please tell me in the comments if it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. Do hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.